The Arena Zarutska case keeps getting darker and fucking darker, bro. Come on, let's lock in, bro. Let's lock in, bro. Lock in, lock in. You don't know, yo, Stody, you don't know nothing about this video, bro. You don't know nothing, bro. I don't know what the fuck you be doing, bro. You be doing some other shit. Okay. Apparently, apparently we have some motherfucking evil people in this motherfucking world. Okay. Please don't mind the fact. We have some evil people in this motherfucking world, bro, and we about to get into it and see how people could be so ruthless and so savage. Okay? Let's lock in.
She escaped war in Ukraine, but her search for safety ended in tragedy. On a Charlotte train, a young refugee's life was taken by a man with a violent past who never should have been free.
Did you know that that person had been arrested 14 different...
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, though. I'm gonna keep it a bug like this. Shit like this, it makes me sad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I get emotion when I hear shit like this or when I see shit like this, bro, because I actually saw the real video, like the actual footage of the death behind this whole thing, bro. And when I tell you, I don't know what the fuck made that nigga mad. I don't know what he was mad for, bro, because in the video you see him, it's like he's talking to himself, then the nigga just snaps.
times. 14 different times this guy was arrested, and he's just walking on the streets amongst everybody, women, children, other adults, and look at what happened.
Even his own mother says he should have stayed behind bars, and a leaked phone call with his sibling is escalating things further. Now, the judge who released him is under fire, calls for the mayor's resignation are growing, and in the middle of it all, a GoFundMe appeared, not for the victim, but for the accused.
I wasn't even gonna make a video about Irina Zarutska until I saw a GoFundMe for her killer.
Get the fuck out of here. Nigga said, oh, what? A GoFundMe for her killer? 14 times arrested and he's out walking like nothing happened. Yo, bro, that's what I'm saying. Yo, Stoner, have you seen this video? Nigga.
And her family. We will not be showing any video
Nigga said the what?
Of the incident. On the night of August 22nd,
GoFundMe for the killer?
2025, at 9:46 p.m., a 23-year-old woman boarded Charlotte, North Carolina's Lynx Blue Line light rail, still wearing her uniform as she headed home from her job at a local pizzeria. She quickly found an open seat and began looking at her phone, completely unaware of the danger that sat inches away. The man who was seated behind her in a red hoodie appeared normal until about a minute later, when
that's exactly who this is.
Showing visual signs of distress. Then, at 9:50 p.m., he pulled out a switchblade, rose from his seat, and attacked the woman with it. He then proceeded to walk the length of the train with the weapon still in hand. The victim's name is Irina Zarutska, and she is a Ukrainian refugee who fled her war-torn country.
Ain't that some shit, though, bro? Like, ain't that some shit? Bro, it's so scary, my niggas. Like, when you see the camera footage and when you see her walking in, she doesn't even know that that's her last day on Earth. Like, that ass, bro. Like, rest in peace. That's some scary shit. I be thinking about shit like that.
For a better,
like, she doesn't even know what's about to happen.
America with her mother, sister, and brother in 2022, and her attacker, a 34-year-old homeless man who was fare skipping at the time of the incident. Someone quickly made an effort to have the train stopped, and it was halted 2 minutes following the attack. That's when the attacker removed his sweatshirt and exited the train as it came to a stop. One man who came to Irina's aid appeared to have done all he could.
You know what's so crazy? They didn't even help her.
Against her wound. Sadly, it was already too.
Imagine get out of place and then move to the USA and this happens. Like, so, yo, bro, I saw the video, bro. Right? Another thing to point out, I seen the video and nobody was even helping her. It's like they was just watching her. Like, it's like they seen it happen and they was just looking at her. I think, if I'm not mistaken, somebody walked past her. That shit was that's crazy. I could be wrong, but I feel like, I swear, because people were saying it. I'm not gonna go based on what of me saying it, but bro, people were saying niggas just walking past her, bro.
Too late. She had become unresponsive, and 6 minutes after the incident began, when officials arrived, it was determined that Irina had lost her life. The attacker was intercepted by police on the platform, arrested, and taken to the hospital for a laceration on his hand.
How the fuck he
but why would this man attack Irina from behind, unprovoked? Though it's impossible to know exactly what was going through his mind in the 4 minutes between the time Irina took her seat to when he began his attack, there is a lot more to the story than meets the eye. Irina's killer had a long and violent criminal history that spans more than a decade. Since 2011, he has been arrested about 14 times on charges that included felony larceny, assault, and armed robbery.
Wow.
He served 5 years in prison for robbery with a dangerous weapon. In February 2021, shortly after his release, he was arrested again for assaulting his sister, who sustained minor injuries.
Did you know that that person had been arrested 14 different times? 14 different times this guy was arrested, and he's just walking on the streets amongst everybody, women, children,
Nah, that ass though.
other
That ass,
adults.
that
And
ass.
Look at what happened.
His convictions include armed robbery,
DJ Academics?
assault, larceny, breaking into entering.
Oh.
He's a violent criminal that because he keeps going back, you know he don't have no intent to do right. Keep his in there. What do you think?
You thought that was 20 if you rob somebody with a deadly weapon? Nah, I don't think so. Now, if you shoot a nigga, if you rob somebody with a deadly weapon and then the shit turns to a robbery going bad, which equals murder, then yeah, you're looking at 20 to
His
life, my boy.
instability
I ain't gonna lie.
escalated in January 2025
I ain't gonna lie to you, twin.
when, according to an affidavit obtained by the Charlotte Observer, police conducted a welfare check on him and he informed them that a man-made material was controlling where he ate, walked, and talked. The document went on to explain that he wanted officers
Get the
to
fuck outta here.
investigate this device that he believed was inside of him. It added that officers advised Irina's killer that the issue was a medical issue and that there was nothing further they could do. Their response made him upset, leading him to call 911. He was then arrested for abusing the 911 system. When Irina's killer was brought before Magistrate Judge Teresa Stokes, she made the decision to release him without bond, relying only on a written promise that he would return for
Wait,
court.
what?
This, despite his decade-long record of violence and the obvious signs of mental instability as laid out in the affidavit. A forensic mental evaluation was later ordered, but it was never carried out. Instead of being monitored, treated, or kept in custody, the man was left to drift back into the community and free to board the train where he took Irina's life.
Oh, GG's. Oh, fuck no. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got her. The judge? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell
People
no.
are expressing their outrage,
Oh, hell
not
no.
just at the attacker, but at the justice system as a whole.
Wait, who gave
This
this
is
thing a
what happens when the
GoFundMe?
American justice system decides to fail people, okay? Why on God's green earth is somebody who was arrested or charged with something 14 separate times allowed to be just out and about amongst regular people?
Many are placing blame
I
on
don't
the
know,
judge
bro.
who freed him back in January, saying that this was preventable had she only done more to keep him off the streets. Her blood is on the judge that let him go.
That's a
So
fact.
sad.
That's a
Released by
fact.
Judge Teresa Stokes on a written promise to appear in court, is free to commit this horrific crime.
This is not a man in need of hugs. He's a career criminal.
No, then he's a menace. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because if hold on, so he got released without bond, and then the nigga go in the train. Did he do that same day? Because if he did that same day, he's insane. There's something wrong with this nigga. If he went to court and bailed out, well not bailed out and got released, and he did this the same day, oh, he's sick.
Screaming, I'm a f***ing menace. And yet, Judge Teresa Stokes, in her infinite wisdom, let him out on a promise to appear. Promise. Dude had a rap sheet thicker than a phone book, and you're banking on his pinky swear to play nice with society? Guess what? He kept his promise. He appeared on a train with a knife, and she bled out because of it. This wasn't a misunderstood man crying for help. He's a violent parasite that the system enabled, up until he killed. He didn't slip through the cracks. He breakdanced through gaping holes that our cowardly judges left wide open. So here it is. Irina fled war to die on a train in Charlotte because our justice system treats violent criminals like they're misunderstood toddlers. And our media only reports...
No, that's not true. That's not true. You come to New York. Yo, he came to New York and did that shit, bro. I promise you, Robbie with a fucking gun, I promise you niggas he would have been up top right now. He'd have been in jail right now, bro. I don't know where he's at doing this shit. I don't know if this is North Carolina. I don't know if they giving niggas a slap on the wrist. He did this shit, New York City. Oh, trust me, this would have never happened. This would've
Congressman
never happened.
Randy Fine is vowing to make
This
sure
would've never happened.
things
I promise.
change going
I
forward.
promise you.
Posting to X on September 7th, I'm going to introduce legislation to hold judges accountable when violent repeat offenders they release commit new crimes. It's easy to release criminals when you're protected by an armed bailiff at all times. The rest of us aren't so lucky. Those 12-plus judges that released Irina's killer should have their day in court too.
Oh,
It's
GG's.
reported that Elon Musk supports legislation that will hold judges accountable accountable as well. Another supporter of this act noted, as someone else posted on another thread, if a bartender can be held liable for manslaughter for selling one too many drinks.
Wait, what? Wait, I didn't know that. I had no clue. So wait, so if you're a bartender and you sell somebody too many drinks and then they die, that's on you? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Nah, what? That ass? Come on, my nigga. Nah, but then again, I feel like, see, a bartender can be like, no, that's one too many. You gotta chill, bro. You feel me? But come on, gang. What if the nigga's a drinker, bro? You can't, what if nigga had a bad day, bad month? You feel me? It's not my fault he buying drinks. I'm making money for the bar. The fuck? I'm going to jail because this nigga was crazy. This nigga was wilding with the drinks? And then God forbid he crashed and he killed himself? The fuck? Now I gotta go to jail?
Then a judge
That's
should
crazy.
be held equally accountable for manslaughter for releasing repeat offenders. And a theory began to circulate
That's
that
crazy,
raised some
bro.
questions about Judge Teresa Stokes' motives. What are you going to do about judges profiting off of releasing violent, crazy people? One X-user replied to Congressman Randy Fine while reposting a tweet that read, "It's been revealed that the same judge who last released Irina's killer, Magistrate Judge Teresa Stokes, is also the director of operations at a treatment facility in Charlotte. The treatment facility in question is Second Chance Services, a mental health and addiction clinic offering peer support services, therapy, substance abuse treatment, dual diagnosis care, telehealth services,
makes
and
sense.
court-ordered evaluations."
Oh, this makes sense.
Another user replied to Randy writing,
Niggas, I guess the second chance, chances at second chance are unlimited when the taxpayers are paying the bill. What the fuck is wrong, bro? This nigga is crazy. Nah, that. What the fuck? That's not funny. No, that's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's just like, yo, bro, why this guy? He got yo, it's mad black niggas on this shit, bro. Yo, my nigga, stop disrespecting my race, bro. All right, real shit. Stop disrespecting my race, my nigga. Real shit, bro.
I guess
I don't even play like that.
chances at
I
second
don't even play like that,
chances
bro.
are unlimited when the taxpayers are paying the bills, eh? Alongside a photo showing 13 mugshots of Irina's killer. And another ex-user
13, never
shared a
mind.
side-by-side of the same photo of Teresa, writing, "Photo 1, person that releases criminals in exchange for treatment. Photo 2, person that owns treatment center." Continuing, they
see.
added, "Sounds like a conflict of interest, but I'm not a lawyer, just a lowly
But I'm not gonna lie, what if she
And
deadass
some are
thought like he
commenting
had
that
a
she did
second
not even
chance in
pass
life?
The bar exam to be in her
Some
position.
people believe.
She's not a lawyer either, and others
Oh, she's
shared
not?
this in TikTok.
No, she's a
comments
judge.
as well.
The fuck?
I just read on another TikTok that the judge who let him out hasn't even passed the bar. And though there is some truth to this comment, it
What?
is slightly misleading. In North Carolina, magistrate judges aren't required to be attorneys. They're appointed by a senior resident superior court judge and can serve without a law degree or bar license. Their role
Do they
covers
get paid?
first appearances, issuing warrants, setting bail, and handling small claims. Teresa Stokes, as a Mecklenburg County magistrate, may not be a licensed attorney, but that isn't misconduct, as implied in the comments. It's simply how the position is structured under state law. But this judge wasn't the
Does she
only
get paid?
one coming under fire. Some are calling for the mayor of North Carolina to resign following her statements regarding the incident.
Today, I saw the mayor's statement. She called this a tragic situation that sheds light on problems with society's safety nets. Said the killer has long struggled with mental health and suffered a crisis. Said we shouldn't villainize those who struggle with mental health, and that mental health disease needs to be treated with the same compassion as cancer. There was no mention of the killer's criminal record.
What?
Charlotte Mayor V. Lyles,
What the
addressing the
fuck?
tragic stabbing of Irina Zarutska on the Lynx Blue Line, said, and I quote, "We will never arrest our way out of issues such as homelessness and mental health." And I agree that arrests alone, like that of, won't solve the root causes of crime.
But it'll make a
However,
difference,
I do firmly
motherfucker.
believe that upholding the rule of law and rejecting permissive policies are critical to maintaining order and ensuring justice.
She should definitely resign because she's horrible. I live in NC, close to Charlotte, and local media didn't even cover it in part because of Lyles. And even the attacker's own family believes that he should have stayed behind bars.
I mean, hey, of course they gonna say that if the nigga beating the shot of his fucking sister. God damn.
According to a report by Newsweek,
Real
his
shit.
mother confirmed that she had him evaluated when he began showing aggressive behavior, and he was diagnosed with schizophrenia following his release from prison for an armed robbery conviction, adding that the courts failed
Now, if
by
Mom
allowing
Duke's
his
saying
son to
this,
be
oh,
walking free.
GG's.
And his younger half-brother shared the same sentiment, telling the New York Post, "I think they could have pretty much prevented it," referring to Magistrate Judge Teresa Stokes' laissez-faire attitude when handling Irina's killer back in January. He continued, "He could do it again. They should still treat him for his mental issues, but there are consequences for his actions,"
Oh, wow.
adding that he felt his half-brother should suffer the consequences. He also informed reporters that their father has a long list of criminal charges, including breaking and entering, felony conspiracy, larceny, and possession.
Oh, so it's not far from the tree. What's that saying? The apple doesn't fall. It doesn't fall far. It doesn't fall far. It doesn't. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Yes, bro. So the nigga Pops is a fucking menace too. The fuck? The nigga Pops is a menace too. So what the fuck you think the son gonna be? A motherfucking demon, nigga.
Of a weapon, and their older
Fuck.
brother is currently serving 27 to 36 years in prison for ending a 65-year-old man's life during a robbery in 2014.
Yeah,
And
see,
the killer's
Stoner, this
sister
gets
has
you 25 to
released
life.
an audio recording of her
That
phone
right there.
conversation she had with
No
him
cap.
following his recent arrest.
And the
In
nigga
it,
bro
he
was in
can be
jail for a
heard
homie.
blaming
What the fuck is wrong with that family?
material inside of him for the attack.
So you said something in your body did what?
Nah, the material, put it like this, the material used in my body to stab the lady.
The fuck? So so how about we bring this nigga to the worst crib in the whatever jail he's in, and how about you and then how about you let the inmates take something that does something for their body and then they fuck him up? How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? Not that us though. How about that, bro?
And so she just got stabbed.
Yeah. You know that's not me. I'm talking about just for no reason. But since they did that, now they gotta investigate the material in my body exposed to.
What?
Since they want to do all that, now they
Get
gotta
the fuck
investigate.
out of here.
Hey, it ain't. I don't have nothing. They just lashed out on her. That's what happened.
Oh, he's
They
trolling.
lashed out on her.
Oh, he is trolling. There's no way he's dead ass.
Who was working the material? Whoever was working the material, they lashed out on her.
He also added that he didn't even know the lady at all, and that's scary, ain't it? So, like, why would somebody stab somebody for no reason? And though this coincides with the details of his arrest in January, it may contradict what some people believe with some pretty damning words that can be heard following the attack as he walks the length of the train. Pointing many to believe that the whole incident was racially motivated. Others are saying that the rate of crime in the area of
That's
Charlotte
insane.
has increased drastically in recent years. Ask anyone
Now I
who
know not
lives
to
in
go to
Charlotte.
NC.
It's basically
Shout out
awful.
Charlotte, not
If
to
you're
go
in
there.
Charlotte,
Oh,
call 9-
it makes sense. That's what the baby did that because the baby's from Charlotte. That's why he made the motherfucking music video. Oh, it makes sense.
911 right now.
Oh, that
There's
makes
a pretty
sense.
good chance they won't even answer. They'll call you back in 20 minutes.
Oh,
And in
wow.
a post on X, Mayor
Oh,
Vi
wow.
Lyles wrote that she had been thinking hard about what safety really looks like in our city. I remain committed to doing all we can to protect our residents and ensure Charlotte is a place where everyone feels safe. Then there is Governor of North Carolina, Josh Stein, who tweeted his condolences for Irina's loved ones before implying that the incident was an issue of policing, writing, "We need more cops on the beat to keep people safe. That's why my budget calls for more funding to hire more well-trained police officers. I call upon the legislature to pass my law enforcement recruitment and retention package to address vacancies in our state and local agencies so they can stop these horrific crimes and hold violent criminals accountable." But Will Chamberlain, a conservative lawyer and
Who?
political commentator,
Oh.
wasn't ready to
I thought it was
let
about the
implications
basketball player.
slide and replied to Josh's tweet saying, "What on earth are you talking about, Governor? Irina's killer was arrested 14 times. The police did their job. It's your job to sign into law bills that keep career criminals in jail." And
What?
TikToker Laesh Fair Lounge shared a couple stories that were sent to her after she posted a video covering the incident on her page.
That's
I
fire.
posted a video today about the tragic stabbing of Irina Zarutska on the Charlotte Light Rail. Since then, I've received two powerful messages. One was from a woman who shared that she was brutally attacked in June near the same area, suffering a broken nose, 2 black eyes, and a gash in her eyebrow. She's still dealing with the aftermath, but says her report to the CMPD was completely ignored. She has documents to back up her story and
That's
wants
crazy.
to raise
They don't
awareness
even give a
about
fuck.
this bigger issue. The second message came from someone also in Charlotte who trains with cops and says politicians are tying their hands, preventing them from acting on suspicious behavior due to fears of being labeled racist.
Either way, the Charlotte Observer shared that the Charlotte Area Transit System, or CATS for short, admitted that they've been attempting to fill 35 vacancies within its contracted security company, Professional Security Services. PSS is actively recruiting, hiring, and training staff with the goal of achieving full staffing this fall, said CATS. And the feds claim that they would examine CATS safety plans, security spending, and any risks to operators and customers, and give them 15 days to be ready to outline those new plans. It's worth noting that there was no national outrage against this unprovoked attack on Irina. Not at first. The crime happened in late August, but it wasn't until September that the nation started paying attention. For weeks, it barely made ripples outside of Charlotte. Local outlets covered it as another tragic crime on public transit, but the story stayed mostly contained to North Carolina. It wasn't until nearly 2 weeks later, after surveillance footage of the stabbing surfaced, that the case erupted into national news.
The mainstream press barely covered the story. CNN mentioned it once. The New York Times, nothing.
This delay and widespread coverage led many to the opinion that race was to blame.
But some media isn't reporting.
Why though?
The New
Why
York
did I do
Times
that?
Hasn't reported on it. CNN.
Nah,
hasn't
come on, New York
reported.
Times. Come on, money. Y'all playing my bros. Yo, all right. Come on, my nigga. New York Times, get it together. CNN, get it the fuck together. I think because my dog not on this no more. I think my dog from CNN, the main character, he passed away. My dog not on this. And if my dog was alive, he'd have definitely covered that shit. Okay.
MSNBC hasn't reported on it. This is clearly newsworthy. It touches multiple third rails: race, immigration, Ukraine war, homelessness, and crime. So why aren't they reporting on it? Because there's a race-based double standard in the media. But why should I, a black man, care? Because we all should. We're supposed to be ending racism, not flipping who gets to be racist. In a race war to the bottom, no one wins. The division shouldn't be black versus white. It should be wrong versus right.
Where's CNN, MSNBC, Washington Post? Where's the wall-to-wall coverage on that? Oh, it doesn't fit the narrative. That's right. Almost forgot.
Nah, it's a
It was
violent
white,
case.
Irina was black. You'd still be seeing live vigils and think pieces about systemic racism. But
That's
a
a
refugee
fact. I ain't
slaughter
gonna lie, that's a
by a
fact.
repeat offender that the courts coddled, crickets.
And it took some time, but when news of Irina's attack reached the White House, President Trump called Irina's attacker a madman and lunatic, adding that he had watched the footage of the incident.
Just got up and started. It's right on the tape. Not really watchable because it's so horrible, but just viciously stabbed. She's just sitting there. So they're evil people. We have to be able to handle that. If we don't handle that, we don't have a country.
He then spoke out again, this time from the Oval Office.
Yo, this nigga like doing videos in that
By
motherfucker.
a
What the fuck?
deranged monster who was roaming free after 14 prior arrests. We cannot allow a depraved criminal element of violent repeat offenders to continue spreading destruction and death throughout our country. We have to respond with force and strength. We have to be vicious just like they are. We'll do what has to be done because we're going to make America safe again.
And whether the race of the suspect and the victim played a part in the
Interesting.
story's coverage in the media, or if it was all a political game, others chimed in, asserting that they would care either way and echoing that it was due to his prior criminal history that they are angered. I don't care if he is white or black, but this dude has been in trouble with the law 14 times. Hold judges accountable. I would be just as outraged if a white guy did it. The magistrate Teresa Stokes should be held accountable. Outrageous.
That's a fact.
Then something
That's a fact.
unexpected happened that blew the minds of many. After Irina's killer was arrested, it wasn't long before a campaign in his honor was started by his supporters.
To make it worse,
Nigga said nigga said his supporters. This nigga has supporters? Get the fuck on, bro.
GoFundMe
Get the
pages
fuck
popped
on.
up defending the suspect.
Oh,
I
is
wasn't
this,
even gonna make a
this is
video
a troll,
about
bro.
Irina Zarutska until I saw a GoFundMe for her killer.
That's right. More than one GoFundMe was set up in support of Irina's attacker, reportedly in an effort to cover his legal fees. The description on one of the pages read, "Raising money to assist with legal fees for Irina's killer. Anything helps fight against the racism and bias against our people. Thank you for giving us a hand to push against the corrupt narrative." Another page that was titled, "Raise funds to stop the injustice against Irina's killer," which went on to say, "While what happened on the Blue Line was a tragedy, what we mustn't lose sight of is the fact that Irina's killer was failed categorically by the judicial system and the mental health services of North Carolina, and as such is not entirely to blame for what happened." The pages were taken down by GoFundMe,
finally.
but understandably, many were both baffled
Get
and
the fuck
angered by
on,
the
bro.
campaign.
How?
I think they spelled murder wrong when they put racism on their crowdfunding explanation. Who would give this murderer money?
GoFundMe just removed fundraisers for the man accused of fatally stabbing a 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee
Good job.
on a train in North
That ain't
Carolina.
no motherfucking
This guy,
GoFund.
14
Fuck outta
prior
here.
arrests, violent crimes, a criminal history so long it's shocking, and still someone set up a GoFundMe. Think about it. When a black person commits a violent crime, the first response from some groups is, "Let's raise money for him."
A spokesperson for the fundraising company told Fox News Digital, GoFundMe's terms of service explicitly prohibit fundraisers for the legal defense of anyone formally charged with a violent crime. Consistent with this long-standing policy, all fundraisers for Irina's killer's legal defense have been removed from the platform, and any donors have been fully refunded. On
What?
Friday, August 29th, Irina's killer appeared in court for the first time since the August 27th
Why they not showing the
attack,
nigga, bro?
during which Irina's uncle spoke to the judge
Oh,
and made a
GG's.
plea on behalf of his niece.
Your uncle better say
reportedly
he better say that
saying,
shit.
Irina was a sweet angel. The accused has taken a very bright, beautiful woman from our family, and we are heartbroken by that. I asked the court not to release him and potentially be a menace to other people. And according to WBTV, it seems his words weren't taken lightly as the judge ordered Irina's killer to be
To
held without
death?
bond and undergo a competency
Oh,
evaluation. His
J
next
to
court of
DATH? Oh, wow.
appearance is scheduled for September 19th. But on September 9th, Russ Ferguson, U.S. Attorney for the Western District of North Carolina,
Oh, he
revealed
like he
at a
about to say
press
some
conference
crazy
that
shit.
On top of a Mecklenburg County murder charge, Irina's killer would be charged with one count of committing an act causing death on a mass transportation system, a charge that carries with the potential of life in prison or even the death penalty. The Charlotte Observer
Nigga said
reported that his lawyer
DATH.
said he will file a motion for an evaluation of Irina's killer's competency to stand trial because of his long history of mental health issues. So there is a possibility that he will not be seen as fit to stand trial. One thing's for sure, many
Ow.
in the public have already decided what his fate should be.
This forum has found you guilty. Every single one of my followers and subscribers have found you guilty. Me personally, the Midnight, has found you guilty, and we are
He not fit for life?
sentencing you for the rest of your
Oh,
life
he's done.
in prison, and God willing, they send you to general population.
They're not gonna do that.
Let the prison.
See, I said that. When I said I said that, I said, yo, bro, send that nigga to send that nigga over there with the demons. No. Fuck the regular niggas. Set them in there with the niggas who got real life crimes, bro. Real life charges. Set them in there with them niggas. Set them in there with them niggas, bro. That ass. Real shit.
Prisoners know what you have done, and let them deal with you accordingly.
Oh yeah,
As
nah, I don't
for
want to get on that
Irina,
nigga
at
bad
the
side.
time of
That
this
nigga said my
video being
followers
made,
and my
a
what?
quickly rising GoFundMe in loving memory of Irina
Fuck no.
to assist her loved
Don't
ones
wanna
with
promise that
unexpected
nigga.
expenses has raised nearly $350,000. According to her obituary, she was a gifted and
Nah, that's
passionate
fucked up,
artist
bro.
who graduated from Synergy College in Kiev with a degree in art and restoration. She loved sculpting and designing unique, eclectic clothing that reflected her vibrant spirit. Irina also had a deep love for animals and dreamed of pursuing a career as a veterinary assistant. It goes
Good
on
job,
to
that's a good
add
job.
that she will be remembered for her kindness, her creativity, and the lasting impression she left on everyone she met. Irina was laid to rest on August 27th in Charlotte. Sadly, due to the war in Ukraine, her father was not able to emigrate with the rest of the family family in 2022 and,
Damn.
according to a neighbor of the family, due to wartime rules, had to stay back. He didn't come for the funeral. Those who have been moved by the tragedy of Irina's passing have started to rise up, including Owen McCabe, tech CEO and venture capitalist, who tweeted a pledge offering $500,000 and $10,000 grant.
Niggas lucky. Ayo, niggas lucky. I don't know how to fucking paint. Niggas is lucky, bro. Matter of fact, nigga, for that bag, nigga, I'll know how to paint tomorrow, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Rest in peace to Ayana, bro. Real
to
shit.
paint murals of the face of Irina Zarutska.
Irina, sorry, my fault. Rest in peace to Irina
And
Zarutska.
donations to the cause came pouring in from many, including Elon Musk, who replied that he would contribute $1 million.
Oh, I like him.
Owen updated that he now had funding for nearly 300 murals and was in touch with 800 interested artists, adding, "We'll start to commission work in a few days. Time will tell
I
what
gotta see it to
sentencing
believe
will
it.
look like
I ain't
for
gonna
the
lie.
man who violently and without provocation ended Irina Zarutska's life. But one thing is certain, we will remember her name."
Yup, rest in peace to Irina. Rest in peace to Irina Zarutska, bro. She did not deserve that, my nigga. If anybody saw the video, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. She did not deserve that shit.